language. We're actually creating an archive right here on this platform by having these discussions together.
If you follow me, you know I really don't enjoy label discourse, but this conversation has actually crystallised something that I've been percolating on for some time. We've had conversations on my account about the use of slurs and the reclaiming of slurs, and one of the salient points about all of the words, the slurs used against people with a rainbow identity, is that every single word that has been used by us has also been used against us. And there's a bit of a chicken and egg situation, because what will happen very often is that words that are used by us become slurs because we are marginalised and hated. And it reminds me very much of the phenomenon of things and professions and activities being associated with women, even if they have been associated with men before. Once they become associated with women, they are devalued in a patriarchy. And I think a very similar thing happens with certain terms, well, all terms in fact, that are used for LGBT plus people. Now, I use LGBT plus, sometimes I use LGBTQ plus, sometimes I try and spell out the whole acronym, but that gets a bit unwieldy, because that's the one I'm comfortable with. And again, I've had discussions on here about why I'm not comfortable with the Q word, and those conversations have always been nuanced and thoughtful, and I'm very grateful for everyone who participates with that mindset. But I do think I've come to this conclusion about the reclaiming of slurs, is that it's not a one-way thing. There's a circularity to it, because it's not about the words. It's never about the words. I'm very proudly a homosexual, and in those words themselves, those words have been used by slurs. Other people point that out all the time, and that's a reclaiming. Lesbian, I've had lesbian used as a slur. We've had that conversation in the past few weeks as well. The point is, it's not the words. I could call myself a dibble dangle flibbly flobbly bimbleball, and that would be ridiculous, obviously, but if that word then became associated with my homosexuality, it could be used as a slur. I mean, to use something slightly less ridiculous, I could call myself a rabbit, and that could be like a little code word, and eventually people would pick up that by rabbit I mean gay, I mean homosexual, I mean lesbian, whatever, and then it would become a slur, because it's not about the word, it's about the hatred for who we are. And that's why we reclaim words all the time. That's why we say, no, I'm having that back. No, I'm having that. Thank you very much. Because we're refusing to be ashamed of who we are. I really wish, and this I think is the crux of why I get so frustrated by label discourse, because the words are something to communicate about who we are, but it's who we are that matters. And that was just a light bulb moment that I've had watching the conversation of the creator that I've stitched, which is definitely worth going back and having a look at, and I'll be following them as well. So just some thoughts as I begin my day.